Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus, a fresh approach to community service. Settle in, listen in, and enjoy the voices who bring you reflections, musings, and stories from our community.
Hi and welcome to this episode of Chorus Voices. Today I'm out on the road, so it's going to be a bit of a different episode. So I'm Lou Forster, Head of Brand and People at Chorus, and I'm with...
Hi, my name is Anatoly Haienko. I'm a volunteer with Chorus, driving a bus every Thursday and sometimes help out on a few other days. Basically on the road with gardeners and TAFE students or school students, whatever is a day. I've been volunteering for about just less than a year now, and that's about it for now.
Awesome. So Tolly, you and I got chatting at, it was an event at our Carlisle office. I think one of the team was moving on and we just got chatting in the background.
Adrian was going away.
Adrian was heading off, that's it, off on his travels, and I just thought it sounded quite interesting what you do. You kind of connect to the volunteering that you do with the TAFE students doing learning gardening skills, and our gardening team supporting customers. It just seemed like a really intricate web of all the different things that we do at Chorus. So I thought, well, I better, the best way to find out about that is to get in the bus with my high vis.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm glad to be on board. Like, I've met all sorts of people from different professions, like the gardeners, the TAFE staff, the TAFE students, obviously the support workers at Chorus, the volunteer team people. It's something that I've never done before in my life, and in the future, when I'm back to full-time work, I think I will continue to volunteer in some sort of capacity.
What is it about volunteering that what is it you like about it? What will it do for you?
Well, there are two things I reckon. One is that is something that I've never done before. I've never experienced those kind of work scenarios and just the lifestyles. And the second one is basically maybe helping out the community. We come across a lot of very nice elderly people. Just people that need some sort of help, and we come in, we do some work, then we come back in a couple of months or something, and come back to the same place and see the work that was done before. So that gives you a good feeling to see that that's what we've done last time we were around. People have smiles on their faces, and very often they really get ready for that day. It's a special kind of day for them. They expect us. They put on some treats.
My name is Mitzi. I'm a lecturer with North Metropolitan TAFE. Been with them for about 14-15 years. Before that, I was in a business supporting people with disabilities for pretty much the same amount of time, with the training side of things. So we have a full-time course, and so I'm employed full-time. Students are on campus for 3 days, and then work experience days. So I've been in the industry a lot of time, and most of that time has been with working with people with disabilities.
Tell me a bit about the TAFE course and what the students do.
So the students are involved or enrolled in a Certificate 2 Horticulture with a disability program. So our students have a disability, be it an intellectual, physical, or also we have students with mental health issues. And they're doing the Cert 2, which is the course that is offered throughout Australia. The difference being that we extend the course, usually it's 6 months, we extend it over a year. So they get a lot of support. They do tutorials in most of the afternoons, which gives them a lot of support, particularly with knowledge-based assessments, but also extra time in the garden and their work experience. So this is
and
why
so that's how they come along to Chorus to work with us.
Yeah, so that's all involved in the course, and we tie that to 2 units, which is a work effectively in industry. So this is fantastic, and the other one is operate basic machinery and equipment. So what Chorus would used to be volunteer task force when past years, what they offer is basic machinery like your lawnmower and your blower. They get the opportunity of students to be able to use them on the site, which is fantastic.
Hi, I'm Megan Michelle Williams, and I'm doing the TAFE course with all my lovely friends.
So Megan, what got you interested in doing horticulture? What made you choose that?
Through when I went to the kaleidoscope.
Really? That was what inspired you?
Yeah, and I met Lee.
Yeah. And he inspired you?
Yeah, and I like Lee.
He's pretty cool, isn't he?
Yeah.
So that was in, was it January, February?
Yeah, one of the ones.
And had you worked with Chorus before? Volunteered with us before?
No.
So you never heard of us until you went to the Kaleidoscope Garden, and that got you inspired?
Yeah.
That is so amazing. And so you then started your horticulture course, and you've been doing that like 9 months now?
Yeah. But I only had last week off because I've been sick with the virus.
It's good to see that you're back on your feet now.
Hi, my name is Molly. I'm doing my certificate 2 in horticulture. At the moment I'm part of my course is doing work experience for Chorus. We go to people's houses that can't do their own gardening, so go to people's houses and do their like weeding and cutting the grass and trimming, brush cutting, sometimes a little bit of hedging.
What got you into horticulture?
Well, I've always had a passion for the outdoors sort of stuff, like nature, environment stuff. My mum brought home some course information about different courses, and she said read them and pick one. So I read them and I picked one, and one of them happened to be horticulture. Didn't think I'd enjoy it, but
here you are.
Here I am. It's pretty intense, but you know, I'm handling it. I am getting through it, which is good. I'm enjoying it.
That's good. It sounds like from talking in the bus that it's intense physically, but it's also intense mentally with all the plant names and understanding all the species and stuff.
Yeah, but each day is a different journey, and I'm enjoying every moment of it.
That's awesome, Molly. That's very cool.
Hi, I'm Kerry. I do work with Chorus on a Thursday, which is part of my work experience from my Leadville TAFE College cert to horticultural.
What made you choose horticulture?
Well, I'm an old conservationist.
Yeah.
I've been involved with conservation thanks to a guy by the name of Vincent Saventi, who many years ago I went and saw when I was about 11 or 12 in Lidcombe, and enjoyed his speech and everything so much that I got straight into the conservation type of things. Started doing gardening and stuff at home, and was mowing lawns at the age of 11 for my dad, and doing weeding and stuff for my mum. So yeah, here I am, and I'm 61. Okay, I might not have the physical strength, but I can still get in there and do it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're as young as you feel, I reckon, and when you're out doing this kind of stuff, it certainly makes you feel, doesn't it?
This kind of stuff sort of like keeps me from climbing the walls at home, but it's not only just climbing the walls, it's the fact that I'm out in the fresh air, I'm doing something that I love, Gardens, you get to see other people's gardens and see what they grow, and you think, oh, I might be able to grow that at home. And thanks to the course I'm doing, my son and I have got what we call a kangaroo pool garden.
Nice.
We've got about 8 or 9 of the West Australian kangaroo paws. We've got 2 Agioanthus flavidus, which is the red and the yellow. We've also got a gold, a yellow and a pink in the miniature ones. But it's been good.
That's fabulous.
And I'm learning more and more each day, so...
It sounds like there's never a place to stop learning with horticulture.
Even at my age, I mean, as I said, I'm 61. I'm still learning. I'm still picking things up. I moved back to WA 2014, and since then I've done the gate program with Paul Clark, who's at Leadable Tave. I've also done the intro to gate last year with him, and he suggested I do this course because he knows I like gardening and he knows I like getting out in the air.
Hello.
Oh, God love you all.
I'm Louise.
Hello, Louise.
I'm
I'm
pleased to meet
Ann.
you. And good to meet Ann. So, is it handy for you that Cora's come and do the
it
garden?
it's amazing. I don't think I could still be living comfortably in this house if I didn't have the gardening help, because it just gets to be more than I can cope with, I suppose. Yeah, and they've always been great. They're always friendly and happy and do what I ask, so what more can anybody want? How many of you are here today?
We've got there's 4 students, Tolly and I, and then Rod and Janice. Yeah. So you got, what's that? 8?
Quite a lot.
8 of us. That's a little army in your garden.
Perfect. Don't leave till you've done it all.
I love those. I didn't know what they were called. The colour is absolutely spectacular.
Well, I think the voluntary work is amazing, and everybody does some sort of voluntary. Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
good.
The volunteering side of it, I think, it's
wonderful.
It's absolutely core.
I remember reading a long time ago that without volunteers in this country, and probably every country, nothing would function.
My name's Rod Moncrief. I'm a gardening coordinator at a chorus, previously volunteer task force before the merger, and I've been with this the organisation for a number of years now.
That's fabulous.
Yep.
And we've got like 8 of us out here today, Rod. We've got TAFE students, volunteers. Mm-hmm. I'm out on the day. What does it mean to you to have such a diverse kind of bunch of people?
Yeah, our client today, a lovely lady, she was very well organised. She gave us the trip around the place, and she had a whole list beforehand, so we knew exactly what kind of jobs were needed to be done. So when the students came, the TAFE students came, I could allocate roles to all of them so that they'll have a little bit to do and we'll get the whole job done within the hour. So
that's really helpful.
It works out very well.
Yeah, she was very friendly. She came at Anne and said hello as well, which is good. She was very pleased to have 8 of us all.
Bargain, yes. I mean,
yes.
And she's a long-term client, so... she's got a beautiful garden herself. She does a lot of work in the garden, and we do the things that she can't do, the trimming, the whippersnipping, all of the mechanical jobs. Yeah,
and she said, if without our help, she would struggle to be able to maintain this place.
Yeah, but what she does in the garden, as you can see, is beautiful, isn't it? So we all chip in and get it safe.
The
nice.
The group is more than the sum of the parts.
Yes, yeah.
My name's Janice, and I have worked for Chorus now for 4 weeks. Thoroughly enjoying it. Love helping the people that are in need and that need our assistance, and in return they end up having a beautiful garden. Yeah.
And have you been out with the TAFE students before? Is this the first time?
This is my first time with the TAFE students. I've been out with the high school class, which was fantastic as well. It gives them an insight as to how giving back to the community is fulfilling.
Absolutely, and gives them some life skills as well, communicating with different people.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's important these days. to be part of the school curriculum is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Rod, and he was saying that this is a great job for the TAFE students because he could allocate everyone something to do. So everyone's got a meaningful role to play.
That's right. Yeah, there's nothing worse than coming to a job and having some of the students just standing there doing nothing. So to get them involved, even if it's just a little bit of weeding, maybe transplanting some plants, or just chatting to the client sometimes is enough for them for their day, because we might be the only people they see all day.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
So they get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I think bringing the younger people through too, the older generation always love that.
So that was a good day out, Tolly. Thank you for having me come out with you. What was it like for you doing the podcast with the crew and the volunteers and TAFE students?
Well, I think you've opened up a few people really well. Quite a few guys, actually students, came up to me and they mentioned that you made them have a rethink about it all. Did it actually? What about your perspective of things? What did it actually? I mean, for me, it's just a normal day kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm just hanging around with you
hanging
for the
around,
day.
recording us a little bit.
I've loved it. My brain's been working overtime in a different way to how it usually does, because I'm out and thinking. Sometimes you don't get time to think when you're trying to do too much. So I've done gardening before, and it's quite therapeutic. Even just weeding for that half an hour was, you're using your body and you're closing your mind. But yeah, just the interconnectedness of people. Driving past Molly's house just tickled me for some reason. I thought that was hilarious, and you just see how we're all interconnected. And Dan and I both talk about chorus being made up of different people who just play different roles, and just whoever your role is on that day just is circumstance. You could be a customer, a staff member, a volunteer, a TAFE student, a TAFE teacher, I don't know, and today was one of those days. We've all got kind of different roles, but we're just a bunch of people doing some stuff together, and it's been great fun. They're all a laughs, the team, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're really fun. They're really good fun, and it was very nice to have you with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Tolly. So let's wrap up this episode of Chorus Voices. Thanks for listening and coming on the road with Tolly and I, and we'll catch you again soon.
Thanks for listening to Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus. If you like our show and wanted to know more, check out our website at chorus.org.au. And please leave a review. We'd love to hear your feedback, and it helps others find us and enjoy the podcast as well. Join us next time for more inspiring stories and news from our community. Chorus, a fresh approach to community service.